Might be my arrogance, but ain't nobody stopping me. That's how I go when you pay for them shows. You study that pimp biology.
19. And you know what time it is. Oh, yes, we're restarting Dead on Dave Live yet again. Let's see if we can have some consistency this time. And I'll tell you what's going to make life a lot easier. The co-host, the copious club of co-hosts that we have building. The talent will amaze you. It'll astound you. It'll surprise you. Some of the co-hosts that we're going to have in the coming days, weeks, months, etc., etc. And more interviews. Live chat with brand new one tomorrow with Illuminati. Blair hit 100,000. That's some real shit right there. And we're going to celebrate that properly right here tomorrow. But that's then. This is now. And like I told you about them co-hosts, we got an old school. You might call him OG. He certainly is one of my favorite people in the whole world. The one, the only, the incredibly buff. Jeff the Huffman back on Dead on Dave Live. Holy shit. What's up, buddy?
Well, I mean, you've had a lot of great people on here the last few months or so. Guys like Leon Lush, I'm Alex, Billy the Fridge. So what better way to top that than putting a fucking normie on here?
Not a normie, the normie. You know, that's what I think that's how we need to market.
Okay.
You're the normie. I think it's perfect.
I can get behind that. By the way, I sound a lot worse than I feel. I sound a lot worse. We both sound
terrible. We both sound sick as fuck. It's awful.
Well, it's fitting then.
And by the way, it's scientifically proven if you put the in front of anything, it's at least 15% cooler. It's just how it is. Just reality.
And maybe that's why Brian Kendrick's still around.
Exactly. The Brian Kendrick. He fixed it all. The solves all your problems. Jeffy, man, it is really good to have you back here, brother. It's been far too long, man.
Oh, it has to be like well over a year, or maybe a year and a half.
Since you've done an actual co-hosting, at least. At least, maybe longer.
Least. Yeah. It's been a minute. It's going
to be weird. I mean, I think more for you than for me. I mean, you're going to actually be able to talk here. So, you know, there's that.
Well, I've already talked more than the last 3 Shopping the Points combined, so that's a good start.
It's actually not much of a lie, if one at all. All right. So, lots to get to. Jeff's got a bunch of stuff. On Jeff Days, it's going to be very random news day. We're going back to Newsman, Bluesman, Jeff Huffman, although I don't think he wants to talk about the Blues too much. And don't worry, because I don't want to talk about
they're in a playoff spot. They're third.
Oh, you guys are in what? Oh, shit.
They're in third.
Around, huh?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Where have you been? Yeah, so basically like the Blackhawks have turned it around.
Well, we played better. We're still out of a playoff spot.
The Blues are in third.
The Hawks are we're at least, last I checked a couple days ago, 5-6 points out of a playoff spot. Not insurmountable, but
that's a shame. But I think we've talked about too much hockey. People are already
way too much hockey. Well, you know what? We did it while there was nobody here, so you know
that's true.
It's a good thing. But you know what? We must have said hockey a little bit too loud because Andre Corbill just showed up in the chat. Canadian call. It's a Canadian call, dude. Good Lord.
There it is.
All right, so before we get into the soup du jour, the soup de Huffman, and everything that he's got for us today, I thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about something that because I didn't do a show for like a week here. I've been doing everything on Twitch, so you have no idea what's been going on with me all weekend if you only watch me here on YouTube. So I wanted to tell you because I did something what I think is incredible. I watched something what I think is amazing, but nobody seems to be excited about it. Nobody cares. There was only, when the thing happened, there was only 12,000 people watching. When the second part of the thing happening, there was only 400 people watching. And now those numbers sound good, right, Jeff? Those, like, you would kill for those numbers. I'd kill for those numbers, right?
Not too shabby, yeah.
Do you know why those numbers bother me?
Why?
Because what I was watching was a rocket. I was watching SpaceX being launched up into orbit on a mission to the International fucking Space Station. They went through the exact same situation, the exact same protocols, if the rocket would have had an actual human being on board, because that's the next step. They're getting closer to actual people vacationing at the International fucking Space Station. This is exciting. Even if it wasn't going to the International Space Station, why isn't the idea of fucking rockets being blasted off into space? Why does nobody care anymore? Huffman, you're like young. than me.
Younger, yeah.
I can't call you super young anymore because you're getting up there, getting a little weathered, Jeff. You know?
Yeah, you don't need to remind me.
Those crow's feet are coming in, buddy. My God. Does anybody care? Anybody young? Anyone younger than 30? Does anybody care about NASA and rockets? This is even NASA. This is even more exciting. It's a fucking corporation doing this, Jeff. This is crazy. This is super great shit, and nobody cared. I don't understand. It's space.
Is there any way you can meme it?
I mean, if it blew up, I guess you could.
Then I think that's the only reason people are going to care.
But isn't it okay?
I'm only half joking about that too.
No, I know, but that's the troubling thing. When I was growing up, even in the 80s, man, space was still a big fucking deal. Every space launch, everything that went into space, it was fucking huge, man. Coverage throughout the fucking world. The world stopped. Now, I'm wondering, is it just because this is commonplace now and this is where people expect where we're supposed to be so they don't care? Or is it so easily accessible now that even when people are watching it, they're watching in so many diverse ways, it doesn't seem to be like a very big mass event like it used to be? What do you think the reason is?
I think it's a little bit of both. Like you said, there's so many avenues to where you can watch stuff now, where if you don't watch it live, cool, no big deal. I'm sure it'll be on YouTube in about 20 minutes.
This was on YouTube. It was on YouTube. That's the best part. This was on YouTube. There was 12,000 people watching, and it wasn't just like a satellite being launched. This was SpaceX taking the actual Dragon rocket that people will be inhabiting in there. It's taking it and docked it with the International fucking Space Station. I sat here at 4 o'clock in the morning and watched. This is amazing to me. I watched humans dock a big piece of fucking metal in space to another big piece of fucking metal that had people in it, Jeff. This is all happening above us in space. The final fucking frontier, buddy. This is exciting shit. Why doesn't anybody care?
I don't think anybody in the chat cares very much either.
It's unbelievable. Do you care? Are you a rocket man? Does space still excite you?
Kind of, but I didn't watch it, and I'm not really that upset that I missed it. So my life goes on.
Fair enough. I guess. Man, why is it though? Is it because that it's just commonplace? Like we're expecting it to happen. It happens all the time. That's fucking stupid.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, with technology constantly advancing, we've almost come to expect it at this point.
See, the truly great stuff, though, doesn't ever get old. Think about this for a second. I've been eating pizza for 36 fucking years. Still delicious, still get excited for it every single time I find out I'm going to have it.
Unless it's Little Caesars.
Yes, I agree with that. I just don't order that. That's simple. Especially now that I'm in fat fuck America, I can get all kinds of better pizza. Are you kidding me? I can walk 3 feet and get better pizza. Fuck that. Masturbation, orgasming in general, 36, about 20 years of that, 23 years of that. Still great, still amazing, still incredible each and every single time. Still get excited about it. There are plenty of things, the really good shit don't get old. Farting, still funny. Still get excited when I know I'm going to blast one in someone's face, especially if their mouth is open. These things don't get old.
Damn.
Space doesn't get old. It's space. There's a space up there. That's exciting. They're on the moon. They're by the moon. Hanging out with the moon, Jeff. It upsets me. Nobody cares.
I think you're alone on this one. I haven't seen one thing of support in the chat for you.
It's unbelievable. Is it just that I'm old? It's just straight up age here. Is this all age, 100% age?
Kinda. Probably.
Age and good old fashioned who gives a flying fuck. Is there anything that could happen in space that would make you care?
That would make me care?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Do we get to see the Guardians of the Galaxy in space?
I don't even know why I asked you a question. You're a simple fucking man. You know that, Jeff? You're a goddamn mongoloid.
Whoa! That's excessive.
I'm sorry.
See, that's
I'm sorry.
See, that's what you get.
God punish me. You're right. Or Allah punish me. Or fucking Tom Cruise punish me. Somebody punish me. I don't know. Heron, is it me or does that finger in the graphic behind Dave look like a penis going into his mouth? It does not look like a penis. Okay, I guess it kind of does. Especially when I open my mouth and go towards it. Yeah.
And so you can probably catch us on Twitch in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going down. This is it. I'm gonna here. Wait, somebody screenshot this one.
Jesus. See, that's how you get people to care. If you can meme it, meme it, people will care.
Tweet it out. Let's get some people in here. I'll tell you what, if everybody in here goes and tweets that motherfucker out and we actually get the 40 or 45 people, I'll fucking chug a beer because you guys are awesome at networking. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you. Okay. So I think I'm done with my old rant, my old man anger, I believe, but no, I'm not. I want to anger about it forever, but nobody cares. So I'm going to toss it to you, Jeffy. Where are we going today in the world of the news?
Okay. You want to start with the pizza thing?
Yeah, man. Chuck E. Cheese, right? Because Chuck E. Cheese has been in the news a lot lately, and this is where I used to hang out a lot as a kid, man. It was disgusting then, so I don't know what could have possibly came out. What's going on with Chuck E. Cheese?
Well, did you know that they apparently recycle their pizza?
Right, there was a video made about this. Like somebody said they worked there and then claimed that they were recycling pizza, correct?
Essentially, yeah. And then I don't know if you've been watching Keeping Up with Cavos' What's Happening Online, but he kind of touched on this a little bit. This video from, let's see, what's this guy's name? It's David, or I don't know how to fucking pronounce it.
Right.
But anyway, apparently he said he got fired from working at Chuck E. Cheese, and he secretly recorded his supervisor basically admitting to everything that they've been accused of. Which is kind of hilarious, because he was saying, we're in this business, we sell pizzas to make money.
Which is true.
Which is true, but recycling the pizza, though?
Can't recycle the pizza, pimp. I mean, I don't think recycling food at restaurants in general is a very good idea.
I don't think so. That might violate some health guidelines.
There might be some health guidelines about it. I'm not. That's the thing. Bo Blacks in chat says that video was so painfully fake, and that's where I was going to go with you in a minute here, Huffman, because that's the second part of this. There's a whole nother backlash about it because people are saying that it's fake. He's fake. It's all bullshit. And
that's why I kind of lean that way too. Because if Chuck E. Cheese is really recycling motherfucking pizzas, don't you think you would have heard about this a long time ago?
Or you would have been able to notice a couple things that were a little bit different about it. I mean, there's something there. And look, Chuck E. Cheese is a place that everybody knows is fucked up. It's not a great place to go. It's a cheap place to go. It's a place that you could take a pack of screaming children, a whole pack of them. We're talking 8, 9, 10 or more, and they won't fucking care. And you'll get to be some sort of a hero while you eat, now apparently recycled pizza. But the thing is, you're probably not. These type of stories actually happen. They're recyclable stories. We've been seeing a lot of this recently. We saw it with the pedo ring, even though some more things it ended up coming up about it. These are recyclable stories. We see this with the internet a lot as well. There'll be every year you'll have this one big internet topic where everyone freaks out about save the internet for this reason or that reason, and it'll get recycled every couple of years. We see this with urban legends. We see this with a lot of stories, as a matter of fact, how they'll come around, they'll get their news cycle in, and then you'll see a different version of it when there's enough time or there's a new medium for that story to be, put out there on. That's what it seems like to me. This seems like a very easily manipulable situation that this guy was trying to do for views. Everything is for views when it's on YouTube, and I don't even hate that inherently in and on itself. But you can't lie, Jeff. That's the thing. You can't lie. You can't make shit up about your employer. Do we even know if that's true?
That I don't know. This could have very easily been just kind of thrown together really quick. But I'm
assuming he can't be that fucking brazen. You know what I mean? That would be incredibly brazen. If he had never even worked there, does not think anything is checkable. People are checking everything on the internet right now.
Dude, they probably already knew where he lived 2 seconds into the video.
Right, which is a major problem because nobody can say anything about anyone. Look at Illuminati. Perfect fucking example. Perfect example why I get to put over my buddy. Illuminati makes a fantastic fucking video on a odd situation happening in Reddit with a guy who has recently come over to YouTube by the name of r/. Really clever handle because it's the same, it's the spelled out version of the actual symbol that all of the Reddit YouTubers use at the beginning of all their videos. It's actually really clever, and maybe that could have been enough for him to explain why some of his success was. But he's stupid and didn't think to use that argument because he's a moron. No. But Illuminati poses this really good video, and she shows some really weird stuff in the numbers of this guy and his analytics. He puts it out there. She doesn't even hammer the fucking guy. She barely hammers. Right? I'm not being soft here.
She didn't really hammer him. She's just pointing some things out. Say, hey, this looks odd.
Pointing some shit out. I mean, like in the commentary community, I would say what she gave would be, I don't know, maybe 2 Tommy C's out of 10. On intensity level, I mean, they're really
2 Tommy C's out of 10.
I'd say 2 Tommy C's out of 10, right? I mean, if that, it was really mild. It was nice, yeah. And she got just bashed, just absolutely destroyed. And people putting fucking nuts. His fucking fan base came over and attacked her in such an atrocious goddamn way. It boggles the mind. I mean, telling her they want to rape her corpse and shit, man. Like, over the line shit. I still get told people want my daughter dead at least once every couple of months. That's getting less and less. I'm used to it. I can't even believe what it would be like having all this incredible success quickly, and I'm going to ask her tomorrow, and then have to deal with that right as you're hitting 100,000. It's like, fuck, man. It's unbelievable.
Well, that's how you know you officially made it.
I guess so.
If you're not getting death threats, I mean, you haven't made it yet.
I guess so. But it just feels like this is another one of those situations where you can point to and say it's a product of the environment. The fact that it's on the internet, people are so brazen with the things that they'll say and do. They'll manipulate in so many ways, maybe even as far as making up false allegations against corporations, which was what this is, by the way. If this is fake, this whole Pistol Pete. Oh my God, I'm really dating myself there. Jesus Christ. If this whole Chuck E. Cheese thing is actually true, you know, that it's been faked, I should say, that it's true that it's been faked and the guy is absolutely full of shit, this is a serious problem. You can't clout chase at the expense of a fucking corporation or a business that you worked for. Not for something easy fake.
It's the easiest. It's a lot easier to do it that way.
I guess so. Jesus, man. But are we not learning any lessons? These people that are doing these type of things, this type of clout chasing, this type of fame whoring, e-whoring, sympathy chasing, hero virtue signaling, whatever you want. How often is this working out for these people over time?
Not great.
They get
not
exposed.
Great. Yeah, it basically boils down to 2 things. One, retardation is spreading. You know, it's a big thing, and the other big thing, and I'll just keep this relatively simple. And those who do this, it's pretty simple. Y'all are a bunch of motherfucking pussies. I mean, it really boils down to that. Y'all some bitch ass hoes.
Y'all some bitch ass hoes. I'm tend to agree with Mr. Jeffy on this one. Y'all some bitch ass hoes.
We don't need a 10-minute video on this.
No.
There's no 10-minute video. Y'all just a bunch of pussies.
Right. And
that's all it is.
The thing is, it's like these...
Nobody wants to work for anything.
Nobody wants to work for anything. Nobody wants to do anything. You want to go the easy way around. The second that you start finding any type of pushback or indifference or whatever, you immediately want to fucking quit. You see more and more of this shit constantly. And then to just further just expound upon your fucking point of pussiness personified, you look at how easily people are manipulable and malleable, especially in chats and shit. You know, everybody's a goddamn pussy and wants to go fucking crazy, and they'll listen to whatever anybody wants to tell them. It's nuts. It is what it is. But you're 100% right. Entitlement at its fucking finest.
Welcome to 2019. Ooh, wow, that was a nice voice crack there.
It was a very good. You know, it was sexy.
Nice.
It was sexy, Huffman. It was good. I like that. This is what Roid Rage can do for you.
Hey.
I'm sorry. Allegedly. There we go. That's better.
I don't have the back knee yet, Dave. Can't prove anything.
Can't prove shit. Don't
and
worry.
I haven't Benoit anybody yet either. So let's.
Oh my God. Oh, just when I thought the verbiage couldn't get any worse there. Verbing Ray Rice when Ray Rice and a bitch, that's one thing. Benoit and people, that's very specific. I like it.
Yeah, I don't have any CTE yet, so we don't have to worry about that.
That you know of. I told you not to run around with the fucking trash can on your head yelling, diaper baby, but you kept doing it. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Retardation spreading, man.
Mongoloidization, I don't know. All right, so the Chuck E. Cheese thing, anything major in that story that maybe people might have missed, any talking points, any further updates that we know of when it comes to El Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, you're asking me?
Well, yeah.
No. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to hear your take on that.
Yeah,
because I tend to think it's bullshit, but it was a relatively big thing.
It looks fake. It doesn't look like something that's. I'm not believing anything anymore. Like, I don't believe shit. If it's happening online and people are talking about it in a negative light, I'm instantly skeptical. Is that a bad thing? It feels like I shouldn't be that way. It feels like I'm losing some of my humanity, like that inclination to believe in the goodness of somebody. It's not there.
No, people are awful.
They really are, man.
People are terrible.
Jesus, man. So it's not just me being old. The world does suck.
No, the world sucks. Everything's terrible.
There's your daily dose of optimism by Mr. Jeff Huffman.
No, it's realism.
Yeah, no, fair enough. God, that's sad too. That was even sadder than the first statement. God damn, Jeff. All right, steer us away. Do we have anything more uplifting? Surely Shane Dawson has to have something good for us, right?
Well, do you like 56-part documentaries?
I happen to love 56-part documentaries. Are they pointless? And will it be like absolutely not proving anything by the end of the series?
Possibly.
I'm very excited then. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Possibly.
Yeah.
No, so Shane Dawson, he was talking about wishing the trending page on YouTube was real. Like, he wants to see like what's actually trending, not kind of what's being forced down his throat.
Right.
And then someone replied to him on Twitter saying, "Make Shane the YouTube CEO." To which Shane replied, he said he's not going for Susan's job, but if she ever wants to have a tea session about it, he's always down. And then Susan quoted that and said, "How does next month sound?" So if you were a fly on the wall in this 56-part documentary, what is the one question and or answer you would like to hear?
Well, I think if I was a fly on the wall, before I listened to anything, the first 10 seconds of their communication where they put on their masks covering up their reptilian faces, I would probably fly myself into a fucking spider web and wait to be devoured slowly and turn me into baby spider food. I don't fucking care. Kill me now. I don't care, because even if it happens, it's going to be a fucking train wreck. Shane is incapable. He's not a good documentarian. He's not a good interviewer. He's going to suck her clit dick. Watch it. He's going to suck that clit dick. Yeah, I'm not happy about the situation. I don't like him. I don't like her. I don't like anybody. They're all repugnant. Don't like them. Don't like them. Don't have to like them.
Okay.
What is Shane going to get to? What is the? All right, let me ask you. You asked the question though. I'm sorry, I never answered your question.
Yeah, please answer the question.
I'll try. I'm doing my best Tommy C impersonation here. Leave me alone.
Hey, you guys in the chat too. We're taking bets to see who's going to have more voice cracks today.
Yes, who's going to get more? The question that needs to be answered is this. This is the question that needs to be asked. There's only one question that needs to be asked and needs to be answered. If I was in any way able to do an interview with her, or talk to people, whatever, I'd be like, look, I'll give you whatever the fuck you want if you give me one thing. Answer this one question 100% honestly, and it'll be over. And I'll leave you alone forever. I'll do whatever you want. I'll become your personal fucking assassinator. I don't give a fuck. But just answer this one question, Susan. And that question would be, what do you do? Answer it. I want daily fucking logs. I want to know when she takes bathroom breaks. I want to know where the money's going. Because there's no fucking proof whatsoever of any advancement for YouTube on any goddamn level when it comes to creator to platform communication. It's getting worse. It's getting even more repugnant. People are having less of a say. Even when you're trying to fix things, you're doing it with a gun to your head because you're afraid of repercussions instead of standing up in the times that you should be. Instead, every fucking time that it comes where you could make an actual fucking statement to show what you stand for, you fold like a fucking lawn chair. You don't stand up to creators. Instead, you try to fuck them every way that you can. But when you fucking get any real questions hurled at you, you duck and dodge like you were in that fucking movie with Vince Vaughn. That's the reality. You don't do a fucking thing for the creators anymore. Now it's only about damage control, and I want to know why. I want to know what Susan Wojcicki is doing. I want to know when she takes her lunch breaks. I want to know how much she fucking eats. I want to know her calorie intake. I want to know her blood pressure level. Because if her stress levels aren't going up high enough, I want to know why. I want to know how many massages she takes. I don't need Shane Dawson giving her layup fucking questions and talking about fucking fingernail paint and shit, which she'll probably do. Or ask her some fucking story about a Loch Ness monster having sex with a Bigfoot on a goddamn spaceship as Michael Jackson's fucking a Wookiee. Okay? I don't need any of those things, which I'm sure I'm going to get from that maddening fucking interview that Shane will do. Does that answer your question?
You shouldn't have talked, you stupid bitch. I hope you die.
Yeah, that is. That answers my question. That answers my question.
Oh, that felt good. I feel like I really needed to get that out.
How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good, actually. You know, I feel like I just masturbated, like on camera. It's like I bukkake.
It's a great thing.
Yeah, it was good.
It's a great thing.
I'm just so fucking frustrated. It's so stupid. So Tobe says, I don't think it's an interview. Whatever. What is it going to be? It's going to be. Is it going to be? An
no, he said it was going to be a tea session.
So what's a tea session? Are they going to? What are they going? They're going to talk shit. They're going to gossip. They're going to spill some.
I don't know,
gossip.
Tobes. What? This feels like a question for Tobes.
What is a tea session? What exactly does that entail? I want the protocol. You're the gay here. Give me the fucking protocol, Tobes. In fact, you were a day walker for a while. You like the dick as well. I understand that you're only clam exclusively now, and that's a very good thing. You finally made a choice. But the fact is you have more experience in both worlds than anyone else here. So you tell me what a goddamn tea session is. It's not. Is it a tea party? Will there actually be tea?
You're really heated about this fucking rocket, aren't you?
I am. Yes, I'm still mad about the rocket. You're right. The rocket is what's got me. You know what? Maybe I'll be too hard on Shane. If people cared about fucking rockets going up to space, maybe I wouldn't be so mad about this. I don't know. Makad says, did you do that whole rant in one breath? Yeah, basically. Dave just cured cancer.
I don't think your voice cracked during that too.
No, it was a good rant. Yeah, it wasn't bad. One of my better ones. It's good.
That was good.
Yeah, it's very good. I like it.
8 Tommy C's out of 10.
8 Tommy C's out of 10. All right, that's good. I'll take it. GunCannon, can we expect Susan to rip the head off Shane like a praying mantis? Nah, I'd pay for that. Like, if she showed that she is an actual, like, fucking praying mantis person, and Alex Jones would be able to, like, come on camera and go, see, I fucking told you, and now the turning frog's gay. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. I mean,
beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch.
That's right. Thank you, Alex. He's only slightly retarded. He's only a little bit. The gaming overture. Dave is only angry because nobody was watching a rocket launch live. It really fucked him up. It upset me. Like, I don't know if I want to live in a world where people don't get excited about rockets going into space, docking with big chunks of metal that have people in it in space. That's incredible to me. That's not a problem with me. It's a problem with you. Okay? Problem with you. Check yourself. Don't check Dave.
Honestly, sadly, if those pieces of metal don't explode into a million pieces and you can't meme it, really nobody's going to care.
It's like NASCAR.
Sadly.
It's basically like NASCAR.
You're waiting for the wreck to happen.
If the wreck doesn't happen, nobody fucking cares about the race. It's the same thing. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's absolute garbage.
I actually used to be a NASCAR fan.
So did I. My dad really brought me up on it hard too. I did not get into it like I did baseball and wrestling, but I wanted to. I wanted to.
The funny thing is, I kind of started to lose interest after I saw Talladega Nights for the first time, which is still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, that's a good one. That will ruin that because that's nothing like NASCAR, so it will ruin it. I mean, it's like NASCAR is as there's cars involved, but everything else was inaccurate. Like everything else.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, so with the Shane, and what do you think this is going to be? What is Shane actually going to do with Susan? Is there going to be huge expectations? What should the expectations be, and what will reality be?
I think there's going to be huge expectations. Like, we're going to have all of our questions answered. I don't think we're going to get any of that, though.
What questions is he going to ask? Like Shane, I don't see him getting hardball with her. Anything that he does ask her of a real intense nature.
This isn't fucking Jake Paul.
Right.
This is a legend. I put this in air quotations. The person who runs YouTube.
This is why I just ask one question, Shane. One question. What do you do? What do you do? You can say it nicely. Watch here. I'll do it nicely. Watch. I can do it. Susan, what do you do? You know what? If it's not enough words, I'm a good interviewer. Hold on. I can make it longer. Hold on.
You do okay.
Miss Wojcicki. Now, a lot of people are questioning about what is going right and what is going wrong with YouTube at the moment. And you would be the woman to ask. You're the one at the helm here. So for everybody's benefit, what exactly do you do on a daily basis to ensure that YouTube is running at its optimum premiumization?
Vlog going?
Fuck, man. I couldn't figure out the last word to put at the end. The last word eluded me. It was a beautiful sentence, and I fucked it at the end. God damn it.
It's okay.
King's right, I'm garbage.
It's okay. I can tell you it's not going to be... whatever happened to that vlog?
Yeah, where's the vlog? Where's the vlog, Sue? Can I call her Sue? I think I can call her Sue.
Yeah, it's better than what Mumpky Jones is calling her. So.
Well, she's earned it. She's earned it. Good guy. Yeah, but is that a fair question, too? Does Susan get too much blame? I mean, this is essentially, as a sports guy, this is the old adage. Does the head coach, do they get too much accolades when they're successful and too much blame when they're a failure? Is that the same type of situation here?
I would say so. Like, at the end of the day, people are going to look at the person who's leading the charge, whether something was successful or not.
But aside from a couple key instances, like Red Auerbach and Phil Jackson, Bill Belichick, there's not a lot of examples of head coaches mattering for super long periods of time. It feels like, for the most part, that's what a CEO is. A head coach, the person who's calling all the plays on it. So is that part of the problem too? Should we have more turnover in CEO world? Maybe YouTube is a good example of something that should have almost elections. A president, somebody who's in charge, and the only control that we would ever have would be to elect this motherfucker in or out. And those of us who are YouTube partners, we should all get a vote. Is that a crazy idea?
Yeah, that's it. No, but that's exactly what we need. More politics.
I don't want to pull it. I know. See, like, part of me doesn't want to do that, but I'm going to tell you, if we did and we had something like that, it would be huge. It would be huge. The debates, it would be fucking massive. We could do politics our own way. Now, I'm not an idiot. I know it would be bastardized and bought and raped. And,
that'd be great. A YouTube debate where everybody's calling each other 15-year-old e-thoughts. That'd be great.
But it would do a couple things. It would make sure that people who would be coming to those levels and being seen by the massive amount of people, they'd be held responsible for their words. It's not like people are going to go into the debate. Well, you know what? I can't say that. Donald Trump's fucking president. He did. He just basically came in and called everybody an asshole and walked out of the fucking room. I still don't know what his platform was. Didn't care. It was enough.
No, he just did everything like completely outside of the box. Pissed everyone off.
Like, how much
still pissing people off, and it's still pissing people off.
Yeah, I'm automatically even regretting floating the idea of a YouTube election. It's just not a good idea.
Yeah, you want to rethink that?
I think it's a good idea in that little bubble, as long as the idea were to never actually become a thing. but the idea still existed, that idea isn't bad. YouTube changes so much, we shouldn't have somebody who's constantly put in charge, who cannot be fired, who we can do nothing for. I mean, even in any goddamn sport, you know what? Head coach was a really bad fucking example now that I think about it. There's a much better example. Commissioner. She's more of like a commissioner. And commissioners are held responsible by a group of people, the owners.
Oh my God! Put her and Goodell in the same room.
Oh please,
God!
Put her, Goodell, and a gun with 2 bullets. That's so man. I might get in trouble for that one.
I was gonna say. Let's say.
I might get in trouble for that one. That one might have been far.
So please go follow Dead on Dave on Twitch.
Dave just made a oopsie there. Oh boy, satire. It was the prank bro? I don't know. Something will work. If you take me seriously, there's something wrong with you anyway. I don't give a fuck. All right. So I don't know what's going to happen with Shane Dawson and Susan Wojcicki, but I just don't see anything good. Like, the final thing I want to ask on this, and the chat can get in on this as well. What good can really Shane do? Because this is if there is a clear no-win situation, this is it. You're either going to go so far out of the way and not ask her anything of importance that you're going to get lambasted for wasting an opportunity that people would kill for. You're going to softball her to the point where you're going to catch criticism for the same fucking reason. Even if it goes good, how well can it actually go? You take shit for almost everything you do, Shane. This seems like a really stupid thing to do to me. To me, this doesn't seem like a smart idea. Do you think it's a good idea?
No, I don't see. I really don't see her giving him anything that's going to be of value.
Right. That
people are going to want to hear, even if he does ask the hard hitting questions again in bunny ears. What is she going to give him?
Well, as Dana in the chat says, he's going to benefit financially. He's going to get a ton of views. Well, there's truth to that, but there's also a risk here. If this is the type of hot button thing.
What's the long term benefit?
Right, because if you fuck this up, and you get every YouTuber gunning for you because you fucked this up, and I'm not saying Shane's gonna fuck it up. I'm not. I'm saying he's certainly capable of fucking it up. He is.
We're all equally retarded.
Yes, but he's more so than the standard bunch. I'm sorry. He has still not convinced me. He is competent in most things. I'm sorry. He's just my least favorite type of person. He really is. Just the whole demeanor.
Is there something you want to get off your chest about Shane Dawson, Dave?
I think I've gotten everything off my chest about Shane Dawson a million times. I
feel like you're holding something back.
There's nothing authentic about the guy. Nothing. Everything seems forced and faked. I find nothing relatable.
Even his gayness?
No. You would think, right? Because I love the dick. But no. Not even the gayness. I just can't. I'm done. I'm over it. Film oddities. We, the commentary delegation, wish for the head of the family vlogging delegation to step down in mystery. That's exactly how it'll fucking go, too. Everyone will have little delegations, and they'll ask for ridiculous things. We would like Keemstar's daughter. What? We think it's fair. He called somebody a name. I mean, we can't let this shit go. We're going to need 5 pairs.
Censorship.
We're going to need 5 pairs of Boogie's ex-wife's underwear to make this go away.
God.
It's going to be insane. They're going to ask for the stupidest thing. FouseyTube's going to be like, could we chop someone's head off on camera? I'm just kidding, bro. That's not a good FouseyTube at all, but he sucks, so it doesn't matter. Good Lord.
No, it's accurate then. It was awful.
It was awful. Yeah, right. There you go, Jeffy. Yeah. All right. Aside from all of this shit, what else do we got? Because I do know that you and I, well, you're a newer person who's interested in what we're going to talk about next, but something happened today, right? Something dropped, something came out. What happened?
Well, yeah, my pants dropped and then because something was coming out.
Oh, Jeffy. Don't get the girls excited.
How many are actually in here? 3?
Hey.
If that?
Hey. Probably 4, but shut up.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
And second, I just think that it's great that your pants went down because that means winter won't be the only thing that's coming. Hi-yo! We're talking Game of Thrones now, motherfucker.
Oh, wait. If you don't want to hear anything about this, because there's people out there who don't want to hear anything about this leading up to the preview, this is your chance to mute the stream now.
Yes, pussies.
Mute the stream. 3, 2, 1. Everything's on you now.
It's all on you. Totally your fault now. 100%. Game of Thrones is coming, man. It's coming back for the final season. And a new trailer dropped today, man. And I think a lot of balls dropped. Babies were made today, Jeff, because that trailer was really good. That trailer was insane. What did you think of the trailer, Jeffy?
You pretty much just described it right there. So you've watched this from the beginning, right?
I got into it a little late. I probably started getting into it around season 4 because people and then I caught up very quickly, and then have been a fan ever since. Okay,
so I got into it end of August of this past summer,
basically yesterday.
Basically. So I got my hands on the first 4 seasons, because people were telling me you need to watch it. I'm like, okay. And then I got my hands on it. So I'm like, okay, I watched the, first episode. 4 episodes later, I realized it was 2:30 in the morning.
Yep.
And then I proceeded to finish all 7 seasons in 13 days.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to go, man.
I blame you, Kirsch. That's your fault.
That's all cursing, man. That's 100% our fucking fault. I've always loved Game of Thrones. I'm a freak with it. I'm just a big fan of the damn thing. I think honestly, I feel it's the greatest television show ever made. I honestly believe that. I don't think
from
there's
everything
any
I've seen. Yeah.
I've been trying to think of shows that are comparable to it, like shows that I really, really loved. I loved Lost. It got fucked up, but it was still a great show. You know, there's a lot.
Well, it's got like literally all 3 things you could ask for in like anything TV movie wise.
Yeah, it does.
Very compelling story.
Yep.
A fuck ton of violence.
Yep.
And a fuck ton of sex.
That's right. And it has so much more. Like if you like a little bit of
dragons.
Dragons, motherfucker. If you like a little bit of magic, there's magic, motherfucker. You want some time travel? Looks like you might be getting a little bit of time travel, motherfucker. Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff that you could possibly get. There's incest. There's heads crack-a-lacking. And this season, man, there seems to be a lot of insanity coming to Westeros. And it doesn't look like it's going to end well for just about anyone. But I think this trailer had a lot of misdirection in it.
I bet.
It was really...
It's going to end very, very badly.
I went back and I watched some of the other trailers, and something that I'm noticing, because this is the first like real like footage trailer that we've gotten like of
we
any
can like
substance.
maybe piece things together.
Right. Now, when I've gone back and watched some of the other like footage trailers, they're not this hectic. This trailer is fucking hectic, man. Like incredibly insane. They barely give you 3 to 4 seconds of any sustained footage at any time. It's fast, rapid fire, not a lot. Like we would see small things that would have a little bit more substance to it in times past. They didn't do any of that with this one. This is going to be a crazy season, and I don't think any of us are going to survive.
No, it's going to be awful.
Yeah, right. It's going to be something is going to be seriously wrong with all of us when it's done. How are we going to survive? Is this the last great television show? When this is over, what's really left? Is this the last big one?
What could top it?
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, there's other big television shows, you know, Walking Dead and everything, but even that, Walking Dead's dying a fucking horrible death. It's becoming
that's a shame. That's a shame because Negan is such a fucking awesome character.
Yeah, they fucked him up so bad.
Too bad at that point I didn't give a shit anymore.
I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan so much. I was so fucking mad. And I love that character from the comic books. But they really, they fucked the show up so bad. But that hasn't happened with Game of Thrones. That's where Game of Thrones is unique. And part of that is because it doesn't have as many episodes as a lot of other shows. But It's like this feels, after this goes, there's no more epics. Like those days of where we were getting shows on top of shows, like Oz and fucking a lot of HBO stuff. I'm not gonna fucking lie, but like Arliss and Sopranos, even in the comedy world, we were getting these juggernauts, these titans of shows, and it just doesn't feel like they're around anymore. But maybe that is a product of me being old. But when I click through Xfinity, 3 out of 5 channels, it's a motherfucking reality show. You know, it's just like, this is the last of the Titans. This is going to be something that we're going to remember. That's what's great about Game of Thrones. It almost feels like the motherfucking Super Bowl.
See, now I got a question for you on this. And you guys in the chat, feel free to ask too. Has anyone like left the Game of Thrones like set, like actors, you know, production team, any of that? Like, has anybody left like under bad circumstances where like that you know of?
You know, I wanted to say, yeah, of course. There was that.
The reason I'm getting to that is that could the reason like this has been like such a phenomenal show the entire 8 years it's been on is because literally everybody is completely 100% invested into it.
That's very possible. I thought you were going to go with, what if everybody that has exited the show because they've died, they actually killed them? That would be. I thought you were getting very dark there, Jeff. But no, I think you're 100% right. There's something about this show that seems to inspire people, like to be great, to really put out performances that are meaningful. Like, you think Sean Bean, the guy who literally for his entire career has died in every fucking movie he's ever been in, do you think that when he got the call to Game of Thrones, they were like, hey, we want you to die again, that he was just going to be like, yeah, I want to do that? He probably told him to go fuck, and then he started reading this shit, or he was already reading the books, and he was like, yes, cut my fucking head off. I don't mind it. I'll do it.
Sean Ben's like the opposite of Liam Neeson.
Yeah. Liam Neeson never dies. Sean Bean always fucking dies. My God. But he didn't get shot by an orc this time, so that's good, right? I mean, that's a positive.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't have a fucking satellite dropped on him.
That's right. No, he didn't have a satellite dropped on him either. There's just something about it. It's crazy. The game overture. There's also been 3 mountains. Oh yeah, that's right. We are on our 3rd mountain. Gregor Clegane. He's 100% right. I thought it was only 2, but yeah, I think you're right. There has been the 3rd, and you know the 3rd is the actual strongest man in the world right now. In case you didn't know,
he's very large.
He is very large. Did you ever see a video of him sparring with Conor McGregor? It's amazing.
I did, yes, actually, very recently.
It's really good. It's actually really interesting.
It is.
If he got his hands on Conor, though, Conor's dead. You have to think, right?
Conor's dead instantly.
Big E, Liam Neeson died in the gray, right? Did he? I don't even know. I didn't even watch that shit. I have no idea.
It alluded to it. It doesn't like straight up show what happened.
He's alive, and he's going to go kill somebody's family or something. He's Liam Neeson. He will find you.
He's only died in 2 movies like that I know of.
Liam Neeson? Yeah, he doesn't die often.
Batman and Star Wars.
Yeah. Yep, Qui-Gon. Yep. It doesn't happen often. He is not one to die frequently in movies. But yeah, Sean Bean dies a lot. And you always know it's coming, but it always works.
Yeah, I saw the Ralph meme from The Simpsons.
Oh God,
where the quoted tweet was Sean Ben in anything. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Yeah, that's right. All right. So final things, we're gonna go get some calls. If you guys want to get into Discord, get in there. Getting to wait in the call. We're gonna take your comments, your questions, your hopes, your dreams, your quips, your quotes, your likes, your loves, and so much more. If you want to talk about anything that we talked about throughout the course of the show, that's great. If not, if you have another topic, please come on in there and tickle our ear pussies with it, please. Anything else from the Game of Thrones thing that you want to talk about that we didn't hit on? Anything that stood out that excited you?
Not necessarily. Like, I did have a thought, but I think we could save that for like closer to when the season actually starts.
Oh man, you shouldn't have told me that. Now I want to know.
No, you're not going to know.
You're a tease and hoe. You know that? You a tease and hoe.
Yeah, but the longer the tease, the more intense the climax.
It's a very good point. Just been reading his Kama Sutra. Good on you. All right, let's bring in Landlogger. Been a while since we heard from the logger of the land of the logger. I'm stretching it out so he has time to go ahead and mute his microphone. So many people go into that waiting call. and they get fucked up because in waiting to call, it puts you on press on press to talk. But you're not actually on press to talk. You're just in there because you're muted anyway. Landlogger, stop fucking it up. My God. All right.
Tommy would have kicked you out already.
Yes, you wouldn't have had that much time. But the guy who doesn't need that much time, at least to get his microphone working, the one and only Phil Moddities. What's going on, Tobesies? Welcome in.
I take my sweet time for your information and your viewers' information. Okay?
Okay. All right. I don't know why you had to come in here confrontational. I don't know what that. Come up in here fucking trifling, you little hoe.
Shane Dawson.
You know, what did I say that was inaccurate? His documentaries show nothing. There's nothing to them. There's been no revelations. Stop! He's a fucking hack. He's a hack.
Be gone! I command it! Yes! I don't want to hear it!
That's right.
Oscar for Best Actress, everyone.
That's right. All right, Toes. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, man, I'm pissed. You don't talk about my God, Shane Dawson like that.
What is he gonna do with fucking Susan? Tell me what he's gonna do with Susan.
Ballpark shit. Like, he's fucking softballs.
And this is a good thing.
No, it's not. But who cares?
Who cares if this might be bad for us all? Who gives a shit? It's Shane.
Seriously, like, do you think Susan would say, "Hey, Shane, come over," if she didn't know he was gonna throw fucking softballs?
Well, no, look. That's the thing. We all know what's going to happen. I mean,
if we can get a fucking modicum of extra information, it'll be a phenomenal interview.
Everything's going to be controlled. You know,
of course,
everything's going to be controlled 100%. And I think that's what sucks about it.
They even film.
Right. Yeah, that's a big thing, too. That might not even happen. And I am sort of somewhat sympathetic to Shane for that because this is no win. Nothing's going to be good enough. Do you think there's a situation where this is going to be good enough for people?
No. But people need to realize we've gotten nothing out of Susan. If Shane's the guy to get a modicum of something, I think that's a big thing, you know?
Well, it's a big thing. But it's also potentially a fucking nightmare. I'm not going to watch it unless I'm forced to. This is going to be some sort of just awful, hostile level torture for me to watch something like that. Why would you do that to yourself? Why don't you like your eyeballs?
I like Shane.
I know you do.
And I also, to be honest, I have a bit of admiration for Susan. To be just so shit and still maintain your job, that's admirable.
Oh, Roger Goodell's still in.
Right. No, this is the thing. This is the thing that's not admirable at all, man. Corporations, anybody, they love having stupid asses like Roger Goodell and Susan Wojcicki on the fucking chair. And you know what? It's actually kind of hard to do. It's not easy to get a complete fucking dumbass in charge because typically most people have those things called pride and goals. Fucking luckily for Susan and Roger, they don't have those fucking burdens like that. They don't have to worry about such trivialities, you know? They can just be completely selfish and 100% deaf to the entire population. Who the fuck cares? Fuck them. That's my answer.
Maybe the conversation or the interview would open the floodgates, to be honest. There'd be such a demand for another interview.
I'm hoping. Or she comes off so incompetent, even in such a controlled environment, that it starts some shit going in motion.
Honestly, she must be doing something at this point. Like, YouTube has always been like a net loss for Google, right? For Alphabet.
We don't know that. The more that I've dug into that, the more I found out that to be false. The last time there's been any really good actual numbers that were somewhat of relevancy, remember, it's never been publicly traded on its own. It's only been publicly traded under the Alphabet Corporation and Google, never on its own entity. Now, when financial analysts would ever talk about what YouTube would be worth if it was a publicly traded company in and of itself, there's possibly trillions. It's so fucking massive. Like, on the light side, it's a $40 billion company, you know, on the light side. So I don't buy that whole breakpoint thing, because if it were, there'd be more signs of actual problems. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think they're making plenty of money. I think that they are just trying to find ways to continue this ride, because they know what I've been saying for the past 5 fucking years. This business model has been fucking doomed from the start. The second you start scaling it to a point where it's where it is now, you can't sustain it. It's unsustainable by operator error, human error, greed, fucking advertisers, whatever the case. There's too many variables to control something this large. It's going to fail, especially when you put it on something as frivolous and fickle as a YouTube community to be the police, which is exactly what they do. It doesn't work.
You know what time it is, Dave?
What time?
Communism time.
Oh my fucking God.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, get in the bread line. Everybody get in your bread lines. Everybody will get into your bandwidth lines, and we'll give you just enough to stream a reaction show to Lele Pond's latest Vine. There you go. Leon Lush will be the first one in line, dude. They'll be knocking motherfuckers over.
You have a very binary look.
Jesus.
You're what the globalists would call a very binary thinking subhuman, Dave. Okay? Yeah, that's what us globalists would call you. What the fuck?
Wow. But Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Real quick.
Yes.
Oh my God. There was a frame in that trailer that I am super excited for, yet not a lot of people are talking about.
Which one?
Sansa is in King's Landing. Mm-hmm. She's in the throne room as I think Cersei was entering. You can see her just like out of focus, and I am waiting for that Emmy-winning moment.
That's gonna be some. You want to talk about some tea getting spilt? That's gonna be some shit. That's gonna be some shit. There's an article, and I've already ranted about this a couple times. I'm gonna rant about it again real fast. There's an article going around out there that's disguising itself as a what if. It's not a what if. It is a spoiler article. It is somebody with intimate knowledge of what is happening in this season, and they have disguised a spoiler article as a fucking, let's wax our predictions. It's not. It's not. Unfortunately, I have found out that this is a spoiler, and I've read the entire thing, so I essentially know what's going to happen this season. And I'm not happy about it. I mean, I'm happy about what happens, because if it is true... You have no
self-control.
I thought it was a fucking prediction article. I didn't know I was reading a spoiler until after the fucking fact. I started reading the comments.
Hold on. What, like, does it spoil the entire season?
Dude, it fucking spoils every goddamn plot point, every scene. It goes shot by fucking shot almost at times.
Yeah, you have no self-control.
Well, it was a good read.
I bet it was.
It was a really good read, man. It was a fantastic read. I couldn't stop. It's fucking great. And it's a perfect way to end the show. I'll tell you that. If it's real, it's perfect. It's so good. And there's at least 3 moments that people are going to fucking shit themselves. And I didn't know for 100% that it was real about what I was saying until that poster about Jon Snow when it came out. That poster confirmed everything for me. And then I did some more research and found out it was.
Posters about that shit, you cunt. Why would you tell me this?
You have no self-control.
What? That doesn't tell you anything.
But
you
just said
it doesn't. Trust me, it doesn't tell you anything. That's just how I confirmed something. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. Let me tell you that. Trust me. You think I just said something?
You have to say Jon Snow.
Yeah, you know he's alive. What's the problem with saying Jon Snow?
Kind of I don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is his poster that created a huge thing on Reddit. Everyone started freaking out about it, but it was that reaction that led me to the discovery that I found out that I did read basically the entire season. But I haven't told you anything. I promise you. There's no spoiler to anything that I said. There's nothing there.
I will chop your nuts off one by one.
I will fucking come to your sandland, fucking kidnap you, and read to you word by fucking word everything that happens. Then I'm gonna make, you know what? Then we're gonna watch Les Miserables. I don't even know why. Just because.
You know what? Honestly, I'd love to do that with you.
It actually sounds like a pretty nice evening, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of does.
Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? This is the music of a people who will not
I would take you.
again.
I would take you and to see it like actually, but it all depends on who's playing Jean Valjean. You know, fucking depends. Yeah. Anyways, anything else you got for us, Tubbs? Because I don't want to do too long of a show. I feel like shit. Jeff sounds like shit. We're all dying, and I hate you.
That last one seems very non-convincing.
Yeah, but there's no truth to it. No truth to it at all. Yeah. I love you too much.
I love you too.
Oh.
All right. I'll see you. I'll get back to writing.
All right, Tobes, just go get your ride on. Thanks a lot, buddy.
See you.
Should we try Landlogger, Jeffy?
Yes, give him a second chance.
Ooh,
wow.
Woo!
That was a bad one.
Yeah,
that was a bad one.
Time's coming, kids. Time's coming. Landlogger, final chance, man. We're going to get out of here because both of our voices are giving out.
You fucking
you
idiot.
Fucking motherfucker. All right, Jeffy. Tell the kids where they can find you, plug all your good stuff, and anything else that we may have not gotten to. Now is your time. Floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah. So, I got myself a little Twitch channel that I like to stream every now and again. It's literally just my name. Just type in my name, and you'll find it.
Pretty easy.
You'll find that there. And then, do you have my Twitter in the description?
Both your Twitter and your Twitch are below. They should be the first thing that people see when you scroll down. See? Look at that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just click that little Twitch link there. That's my Twitter handle right there. oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I do have a YouTube, which you can see is literally my name. I don't have anything on it, but that might be changing in the next couple months or so.
Ooh, Jeff going to get some work done.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see.
We'll see. So all of his information is down below. Go check that out, guys. Jeff's awesome, man. Like I've said it a million times, if I'm ever half the man that this motherfucker is, I'm doing okay. As far as me goes, today we didn't get as good of a Twitch stream as I would have liked. But we did fix some shit. We figured some stuff out. Yeah, that's
all your fault.
Yeah, it was basically
everybody watching, that's all your fault.
Yeah, it was all theirs fault. I agree. Fuck them. But we got it all fixed now, and it's good to go. I might end up doing something else tonight. It depends. I'm really hoping my weed dude fucking gets a hold of me because I'm dying. I'm in so much fucking pain. But I'm glad that we played through a little bit of pain today and got a damn good show. It was good to have Mr. Huffman back. Thank you, Jeffy. I really do appreciate having you here, buddy.
Thank you.
I'm going to let you go and wrap this bitch up and do my little stupid outro thing.
Oh, you're good. Do your stupid outro thing.
All right, buddy. Talk to you soon.
Peace.
Jeff Huffman, everybody. Jeff motherfucking Huffman. All right. Tomorrow, Illuminati, the newest 100,000 subscriber member, is going to be joining me right here on Dead on Dave Live. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and Illuminati, we're going to talk about her journey and everything that she's had to go through getting to this 100,000 plateau. Be here for that or be rectangled. Probably won't do Twitch tomorrow because I got something I got to do in the daytime, but we'll see it's 5 p.m. tomorrow. 5 p.m. a little bit later on. 5 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me. So that time might change a little bit depending on what my day is like, but we'll see how it all goes. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for your support. And that's all the thank yous that I have. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious, folks. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Now let's hit it with that outro and say a little love to the patrons. Peace. Rockets, ask yourself this one question. Have you actually seen a fucking rocket take off and exit our orbit? If you haven't, go watch it. It's fucking amazing. It's space. Go up there if you have the money and see it for yourself. Go watch space. Goodbye. Peace. I love you.